this is Josh, Stoney Ridge Farmer. Today we're going to take our baby chicks and we're going to put them outside in the grass in a small chicken tractor. So check it out. Here's what's going on the farm today. Woo! These are the baby chicks that we rescued from the cold about 3 weeks ago, maybe 4 weeks ago. They're getting feathered out. They're getting crowded in this tote. So we're going to move them in from the brooder box out to the mobile chicken tractor and let them scavenge out in the yard and get some goodies and help fertilize the yard a little bit. We'll show you more about the chicken tractor in a second. First thing we got to do is round them up. They're very excited to be rounded up here. They're almost too big to be in here. You just gently pick them up and bring them out. I have rubber gloves on right now because it helps keep my hands warm. And I'm a nurse by profession and I don't want grease under my fingernails at work. There's cute little babies. You see how they're getting feathered out pretty good, so they're ready. Babies in the bucket. We're just going to take our baby birds and we're going to lay our bucket down and let them come out and explore on their own. We're going to give them a little help. There you go, birdie. There you go, birdies. Hey, birdie birds. So it's normal when you first introduce your baby birds out to the yard, it's normal for them to be a little curious, a little standoffish. They were a little bit thirsty, so they got some water. They're moving up to the big bird waterer and the big bird feeder, and chickens are at home outdoors. One thing you may want to consider when you're putting your baby chicks in a brooder container is the location. They're going to produce a lot of really fine dust. So outside in the garage is good. Inside the house, you're going to get a lot of really fine dust. So just a FYI, if you've got bad allergies or something like that, you want to do it outside in the garage if you have one, or the shed, or the barn if you've got a barn. So I've made really handy use of a couple clamps here, and I got my water there sitting right there. Should be fine. I've got my heat lamp out here, so if it gets cool tonight, they'll be able to get under there. I'm going to put a little piece of plywood so they'll have a dry place to be right there, and let them get out here and forage and start making some eggs for me. I'll give you a little tour of the mobile chicken coop here. I've just taken 2x4s and screwed them together. I actually nailed them together to make 8-foot by 10-foot mobile coop. Now this coop is pretty lightweight. I attached a couple handles to it here and a rope that's just long enough I can lift it up off the ground on my shoulders. When you build one of these, or if you build one of these, you've got to be very careful not to make it too heavy. If you do make it too heavy, it's extremely hard to move. So we've got a rubber mat on the top here, which is our roof. Sheet of plywood is just basically a temporary roof. I move it off and then I move the coop to a new place and then I throw it back on the top. We'll put some weight on there so that I don't have gaps so critters can't get in. We don't have a real predator problem here. So I also have went to the Salvation Army and found a set of old skis, and I cut them in half and I installed them on the ends of my chicken tractor. And there's the babies. Hey, babies. And this is so that I can lift it up and drag it on the ski. Makes it a lot easier to move than just dragging it. So eat your heart out, Joel Salatin. I think it's a pretty good idea. So in conclusion, today what we're doing is just moving our baby birds out into the outdoor coop. I've got a mobile coop here that we'll move them around in, let them get some bugs and dirt in their life, because chickens need bugs and dirt. The time to bring them outside just depends on your climate. It's about 58 degrees out here today. It'll probably get down into the 40s tonight, so we'll be just fine with the heat lamp. Birds will do good. The longer they're outside, the stronger they'll get, the better off they'll be. So now's the time to do it. Introduce them, and we'll get to building the chicken coop later on. We're going to build a chicken coop down here by the garden, and we'll move them there when it comes laying time. So this is Josh, Stoney Ridge Farmer. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel. See what else is going on around the farm. All right. Woo! Well, come on.